Good morning everyone and welcome to your animal care lesson. So today we are going to be looking at washing our dog. Okay, now I know some of you have got different pets, but today I'm just going to be focusing on dogs because Griff here has been for a walk this morning. He jumped into some very dirty water and now he smells. Okay, so many of us have dogs at home. Some of us have therapy dogs, hearing dogs and sighted dogs as well to help us get around and to help us get on in life, okay? But they also need a little bit of care as well. So while the weather is lovely, I thought I'd give Griff a good wash down and show you how you can wash your dog too. Okay, so like anything, first thing to do is get our equipment together. So the first thing we'll need is a dog. Check. Okay, you're going to need 2 basins, okay? One is going to be for your bubbly water and one is going to be for your rinsing water. If you haven't got 2 basins, you could use a watering can, okay? And you could use your watering can for when you're rinsing the dog at the end. But today I'm going to be using 2 basins. You're going to need a sponge or a clean cloth. You're going to need a plastic jug or a plastic cup, an old cup. You're going to need some dog shampoo. Now this is the one that I use. Really important not to use human shampoo. So don't use the same shampoo that you use on your hair. Okay, try and buy some dog shampoo. You can get this from most places. You can get it from your supermarkets, tend to have it, but particularly your pets shops. So Pets at Home and places like that, and they can help you choose your shampoo if you're not sure which one to get. You're going to need an old towel. Don't use your own towels because sometimes, well, cross-contamination, and also sometimes you can get dirt on the towels which won't come out in the wash, okay? So make sure you've got your own towels for you and separate towels for your dog. Very important, make sure you've got some treats, okay? Because at the end, when we finished cleaning Griff, this is Griff, he doesn't like being washed particularly, but when we finished, I'm going to give him a treat, okay? Right, but we haven't finished yet, Griff, so we're going to put them up there, out the way. You can have one after, okay? Okay, so first thing, we're going to collect our water. So you're going to need your 2 basins and your shampoo. Make sure wherever you clean your dog, you've got some sort of drainage. So I'm going to wash Griff here because the water can go down the drain. In hot weather, you could wash your dog on the grass because then it will soak away. But remember, whatever you wear, make sure it's your old clothes. So I've just put on an old t-shirt here now because your dog will shake. When a dog gets wet, they naturally want to shake, okay? Right, so let's go and get the water. Okay, now warm water is best, all right? When you look at your taps, your hot tap is on the left-hand side, okay? So as you're looking at your taps, if you've got 2 taps, your hot tap will be the one on the left-hand side. Your cold tap will be on the right-hand side. And what we're going to do, we're going to have some hot and some cold to make sure that the water is warm. So I'm going to get my basin and I'm going to start running the hot tap. Now make sure it's not too hot put some hot water in there now. I'm going to put some of my dog shampoo into the water. I'm not going to put it straight onto the dog because it can irritate the skin, okay? Make him itch. So, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 squirts of shampoo into the water. Close my shampoo. I won't need any more of that now. And I'm going to continue to run my hot tap. Okay, it's going to get a bit noisy now when I make it go a bit faster. Okay, so I've now got hot water and shampoo, dog shampoo. I'm now going to put some cold into the basin. So I'm going to turn the right hand tap. Okay, I'm now going to test the temperature of that water. I know that there's hot in there, I know that there's cold in there. So if we just put our hand into the bottom, past all the bubbles, that's nice and warm, that water there. Just gonna, if it's a little bit too hot, put some more cold in. And if you can, if it needs a little bit more warm, put a little bit of hot in. Wow, I've made loads of bubbles there, haven't I? Yeah? Okay, so that is my shampoo ready for cleaning Griff. Now once I've used my shampoo, I'm going to need to rinse those bubbles off the dog. So now I'm going to do exactly the same and I'm going to get some rinsing water. Okay, basin in, turn on the hot tap. Turned it down so it's not too noisy. Okay, so I've got hot in there, so now I'm going to put my cold in. Your right hand tap. Okay, and fill that up to the top. It's not full yet. I'm going to keep going until it's full. And that basin is now full of clean water. So we now have our shampoo for washing the dirt out of the dog, and we have our clean water for rinsing the dog. I'm going to take these outside now. Okay, do you want to just wait there? I'll bring my... Okay. And here's my fresh water for rinsing. Okay, I'm just going to put my fresh water outside. I'm not going to use this, so I'm going to move that. I don't want my towel to get wet yet, so move your towel somewhere out the way so it's not going to get wet yet. I may well use my jug, so I'm going to keep that close by. And I'm definitely going to use my sponge. Now let's see if Griff's willing to come out and have a wash, shall we, Griff? Come on, Griff. He knows something's going on. Okay, So Griff's lying down ready, okay? Like I say, he doesn't particularly like having a wash. Right, now because he's lying down, okay, I'm going to just see if I can encourage him to stand up, all right? Because then you can see what I'm doing. Come on then, Griff. Come on, Griff. I'm just going to hold him up a little bit. There we are. Right. And I'm going to start cleaning him. So get your sponge and just wash down. He jumped into some muddy water today. So it's his tummy and his legs. I'm just washing all that dirty water off his coat now. Even though they don't like it much when you're washing them, it's really good for them because dogs do clean themselves a little bit, but sometimes they need some help. I'm going to go around the other side here. Okay, I'm not going to wash his face or his ears, okay, because this shampoo might irritate his skin. So I'm just sticking to his tummy and his legs. See, he's holding his foot up for me. I'm also going to clean his chest. And I'm going to move round to his other leg. Now remember, your dog will shake at any point when your dog is wet. They may shake. Griff's treats have just fallen off the windowsill. Okay, so if they shake, it's just one of those things. You might get wet. It's no big deal. It's a way a dog naturally removes the moisture from their coat. Give them a good wash. Stay there, Griff. Okay, so make sure you get underneath their tummy here as well. Stay there, Griff. So this is just a quick wash. It's not a bath, okay, which is why I'm not doing his back. It's just a very quick wash. Splashing myself now. And because he jumped into the dirty water earlier on his walk, he did smell. So what you don't want is that smell getting onto your carpets in your house. So if you give him a quick wash down, it'll just stop that. Now remember not to let your dog in your house when they're this wet. Make sure you've dried them first. Okay, just chin up, Griff. Just do his chest. Just stay. Good boy. You thought I'd finished then. Okay. And that's done. Right, I'm going to move fast now. And I'm going to rinse Griff down. So it's exactly the same, but I'm going to use my clean water. So I'm going to have to bring my water over, okay? Come on, Griff. Griff, come over here. Come on. Come on, good boy. Good boy. Okay, so here's my fresh water. I'm still going to use my sponge. But what I'm also going to do is use my jug and just rinse those bubbles off. Okay, it's important we rinse so as it doesn't make the dog scratch. Okay, you can use your hands as well. You can see I'm not using gloves. Now it's really important that when you're checking the temperature of the water, you haven't got gloves on, because you don't want your water to be too hot or too cold. if you've got sensitive skin, once you've checked the temperature of your water, you can put your gloves on then. Parents and carers can help you with this as well, everyone. Right, I'm not actually going to use my sponge because this is doing a good job. Just run your hands down and just encourage all of that shampoo out of the coat. Now, just wait, Griff. Wait. Right, there we are. There's our first shake. Just going to rinse that last few bits off. Okay. He's going to have a shake. He wants to have a shake. You can use your hands now just to squeeze the water out of the dog's coat. Go down each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to bring it out of his tummy as well. Okay, now I need my towel. I've actually put my towel a little bit too far away. Griff, stay. Okay, now what you're going to do is give your dog a good rub down. Okay, should we let him have a quick shake? And I'll dry him off out of the wet area. There he goes. He's getting all of that liquid out of his coat. Off he goes. Off he goes. He's excited now. Come here. Haven't finished. Come on. Come on. Okay. So he's had a bit of a run around and he's got rid of some of that water out of his coat. Good boy. Yes, you are. Come here. Do his back legs. Give him a good rub. This will just stop him being wet for ages. Don't forget to rub his tummy, dry his tummy. Turn around, Griff. Good boy. Okay, and his other back leg. Okay, give it a good rub. Get as much of that liquid out as you can. And there he goes, shaking again. Now, I think he deserves a treat. What do you think? Do you think he's been good for us? Okay, now he has been good for us. And whatever you get your dog to do, sometimes they deserve a treat, okay? He's had his walk this morning. He got a bit mucky. Now he's had his wash, so washed down, so now he smells nice. So we're going to treat him. Just like you like a treat sometimes. Okay, ready, Griff? Okay, sit. And this is his reward for being a good boy. You've been a good boy, Griff. Okay. And last one. They've all gone now, Griff. All gone. You won't believe me, so he's just going to check. He's just going to check there's no more in there. He doesn't believe me that there's none left. Okay, right, so let's just recap on what we've learnt today. Get your equipment ready first. Always check the temperature of your water before you wash your dog. Remember, your dog will shake and that's fine, okay? Make sure you're dressed so it doesn't matter if you get wet. choose a nice day where possible to wash your dog, okay? Because remember, your dog, when they're wet, can get quite cold, all right? So if you need to wash them on a cold day because they've got muddy, take them into the house and use a different room where they can be safe but they can dry out in the warm, okay? I'm going to now go and wash my hands, okay? I hope you have a nice time with your dog if you get a chance to give him a wash, okay? This is also an activity that you can do in the summer if you feel that your dog is getting too hot. So one day, even if they're not dirty, if you feel that your dog's too hot on one of the hotter days, fetch the water out and give them a good wash, okay? Because they'll enjoy that. Okay, I'm going to go and wash my hands. Thanks for listening, everybody. Goodbye.